Nicole. She is an entrepreneur who makes extension caps for people who have hair loss in one shape, form, or another. Tell me a little bit about your business.
Okay, so extension caps for a cause. These are caps with detachable hair attachments that can be interchanged between different caps. Um, Meaning it's not just a cap with hair attached to it, but if you want to switch it up, if you want to take the hair from one hat and put it into the next, switch up your color, or just the hat, these are the caps that can do that. These caps are designed for women suffering from hair loss due to cancer, lupus, alopecia, and any other disease that may lead to hair loss.
Okay, so what drives you? What when you wake up in the morning? What makes you say, "Hey, this is what I want to do"?
Well, because 2 years, I started this journey 2 years ago, and I decided to continue on this journey because now I have a bigger support system. Before, I didn't think that I had enough people believing in my vision, enough people supporting me. And what I realized this time is that it doesn't matter how many people support you as long as it's the right people. I've made friends with a lot of survivors and other people, and they see my vision. The survivors, their strength overall during what they're going through, just to motivate me and to tell me to keep going. That's a lot of motion, a lot of motivation for me. So I think the survivors are the biggest reason why I continue this journey. They actually empower me, and then my friends and family and other people that see the vision. When I see text messages, emails, and DMs with people inquiring about my product, that lets me know that I'm doing something right and I have a product that obviously there's a demand for it out here.
So it sounds like you build a great foundation.
Yes. Basically, foundation is key to anything. And that's what it's about. Even building a house, it's about the foundation. And when I did these caps 2 years ago, I was just gluing them in the hat. And I never forget going to an attorney and sitting down talking to an attorney about patenting my idea, protecting it, making it mine, owning these extension caps. And one of the things that I was told was that I had to pay attention to detail and I had to pay attention to my design. I had to design a cap that was like no other cap. And that's what I've done with these extension caps.
Okay, so tell me about the first time you gave one of these caps to somebody. Tell me what was that experience like?
For the past 2 years, I've donated them to cancer and lupus survivors. But just to tell you, I can remember one of the most memorable times that I remember is giving a hat away. I was in New Jersey. I was in East Orange, and I gave away a cap to a pastor. But at the time when I gave her the cap, I did not know she was a pastor. So giving her the cap and her crying and just being so thankful, it really, really, really like made me realize that what I was doing really was it was really touching. And not only that, but women need this because they need options. I can never say that I can relate to a woman who has gone through a battle with cancer or lupus or lost their hair. I can never say that. But I can relate just as a woman overall, and I can only imagine what it's like to lose my hair. So to have her tell me that I made her day, all of that, it just sent a different type of emotion through my body. She prayed over my business. She prayed for success. She prayed over my business. And that just meant so much to me, knowing that, wow, this was a pastor and I didn't even know. So in my mind and in my eyes and heart, it tells me that God meant for us to cross paths.
You know, being an entrepreneur is very hard. And you know, I've talked to a lot of entrepreneurs and they go through different things. Was there ever a time that you felt like giving up?
Yeah, it feels like that off and on all the time, to be honest, because the thing about it is that I specialize in extensions. I've made a lot of money in extensions. If anyone knows anything about extensions, it's $1 billion industry. My focus now and my passion is an industry that has not made me any money. So this is a passion of mine. This is an assignment that I'm doing. So I know I have to finish it because this is an assignment from God. People just don't pick a passion that don't make them any money. Not saying that down the line this may not be a successful journey, but for right now, for the past 2 years, I've spent my own money. I've donated these caps. I haven't received any finances from anyone. It's a lot of hard work, sleepless nights, just overall sacrificing, hanging out, going out, things that I'm used to, sacrificing, you know, purchasing things, even sometimes sacrificing certain bills, even just having everything together because I know that I'm basically putting everything I have into this new business. So it's like it's priceless. Everything I'm doing now is a sacrifice.
I know you said that it's, very hard. You're not making any money. But, one of my favorite quotes is persistence overcomes resistance. So where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years?
Well, my overall goal, my overall vision is to open up Revive Beauty Boutique, which is a boutique that will cater to women and girls suffering from hair loss. And the reason why that's my overall vision is because even going to the cancer walk, or when I have women that have hair loss that come into the salon and they come in, they don't want to expose their hair. Some of these women are not comfortable. You don't just wake up and lose your hair and say, I'm comfortable being bald. It is a transition. And some women never transition into being comfortable being bald. So this boutique is to provide a place where they can come and be surrounded by other women like themselves so that they will feel comfortable, they will feel empowered, they will feel uplifted, they will leave feeling revived. The whole thing is to make them feel beautiful inside and out. So that's the whole overall big picture. I see in 5 to 10 years, I see Revive Beauty Boutique being a franchise because it's something that's needed. They have boutiques, they have wigs, they have these things already set in place, but we need something more upbeat. We need something more up to date. We need something that a 19-year-old girl can go in and find something that's age appropriate, whereas a 49-year-old woman can go in there and find something age appropriate. We need to have diversity inside this boutique, and that's what I'm creating. A upbeat, upscale, diverse atmosphere that caters to all ethnicities, and all ages. That's what I'm bringing to my boutique.
I was reading a little bit about you, and I realized how serious you were when I read that you've been to audition for Shark Tank 2 times. Tell me about that experience.
Well, Shark Tank, the thing about Shark Tank was that on a bigger scale, even when you said, where do I see myself 5 to 10 years, manufacturing is everything. So one of my sole purposes going on Shark Tank was to get manufacturing for these products. So if someone said we need 100 caps, I will be able to produce 100 caps. The first experience was at the Jacobs Javits Center in New York, and I actually made it to round 2, which to me is a blessing itself because you just don't go audition for Shark Tank and stand in front of the sharks and get a deal or just get on TV. That's not the way it works. There's different processes that you have to go through. It's not just go there and you make it. So I made it to round 2 the first time, and then I didn't hear anything back. And then I went again, and the second time I went to Indianapolis, where I actually had the opportunity to interview with their local news station. So both experiences really taught me a lot. And they gave me the experience and the exposure that I needed to get back out here and start promoting these caps and reinvent my brand, reinvent myself, and just move forward.
I know you're still going through this journey. You're actually going through it right now, and you've achieved some things. So what advice would you give somebody just starting out, that's just starting out their passion, or they want to start a business? what advice would you give them right now?
First and foremost, I would say brand yourself. Make sure you brand yourself. Um, that is who your brand is, who you are. You have to continuously market yourself. Now I wear my shirts everywhere I go. I'm constantly promoting my stuff. I have the Bald and Bougie shirts, which are shirts that empower and uplift women, that we are not our hair, and even if you are bald, you could still be bald and beautiful. Because a lot of times when women lose their hair, of course, they lose their self-esteem. So that's what Bald and Bougie is. I'm not bald, but I wear these shirts constantly to promote my brand. I would tell people, think of yourself, your vision, your business on a bigger scale. Don't just think of things on a smaller scale. No matter how small you start, think big. Think about the bigger picture, because the bigger you think, the harder you're going to work. If you think about things on a smaller scale, then you're going to continue to work on a smaller scale. So because I said I see my boutique being a franchise one day, I trademarked my stuff. I'm working on patenting my things. I want to own everything that I create. So it's about owning everything that you create, making it yours so that no one else can take that from you. So that's my advice. Don't give up. Don't worry about how many people believe in your vision. Just start lining up the right people. Make sure you have the right people in your corner, and just don't give up. You got to eat, sleep, and breathe the hustle. It never stops. I'm not saying make yourself sick over it, but what I am saying is that you have to eat, sleep, and breathe literally your hustle, whatever it is, in order to be successful, because it is always someone else out here that has a vision. I am not the only person out here that has a vision. We all have a vision. It's about how we all accomplish our vision, how we all chase behind our dreams, how we all go out and seek whatever it is that we're looking for so far as in success. We're all going to chase after our dreams differently. So that's what it's about, how you choose to chase your dream. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm choosing my journey.
I know you're a busy woman and I know you got to go now, but can you tell people how to get in contact with you?
Yes, so I am on social media. I'm on Facebook at Extension Caps for a Cause. I'm on Instagram at Extension Caps for a Cause. I also have, if you stay tuned, I have a website coming soon that will tell you more details about the boutique. You will be able to go online and purchase the Bald and Bougie attire along with extension caps. You'll be able to go up there, just purchase those items. Let me see what else. I have the Weave Bar page if you're interested in just hair, just to make wigs, because we make wigs as well. That's on Facebook at the Weave Bar Raleigh, and then on Instagram at the Weave Bar NC.
Thank you. I appreciate you coming out.
Thank you.